Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha is defending the competency-based curriculum as he rubbishes any attempts to challenge its implementation. Now, speaking during a meeting with leaders and members of the Kenya Editors Guild, Magoha admitted that the CBC was experiencing some challenges but said there was no turning back. Shadrach Miti reports on the controversy that has seen the Law Society of Kenya threaten to move to court over the implementation.
It was at this meeting called by the Minister of Education to update the country on the competency-based curriculum that members of the Editors Guild sought to understand the challenges being experienced on the implementation of the CBC. Already, the Law Society of Kenya has given indications that it will be challenging the CBC in court. But for the Cabinet Secretary of Education, there is no turning back.
Stop distracting the parents. Stop confusing the 5 million children who are already hooked on the CBC, that you are going to stop it through a court process. The trauma is too much and it is not necessary. If it is politics, it is not worth it. So for the avoidance of doubt, we are going to ensure that CBC is here to stay.
The Minister of Education has in the recent past been put on the spot for not allowing its officers to speak on CBC. Professor Magoha, however, feels that this is not necessary and dismissed the input of education experts as well as critics, terming them ignorant.
It's very hard to get you on our panels. I don't know why it's so difficult.
Before you call me to your station, I would like, when I come to your station, you are the one to defend me. Because you can't portray me as an idiot when I am not one. I want to engage with somebody of my caliber.
Despite dismissing the so-called experts, Magoha admitted that the implementation of the CBC was experiencing some difficulties.
We know for sure as a government that nothing is perfect. We also know for sure that CBC is not perfect. But we also know for sure that it left the station in 2018.
The CBC has also been faulted for over-engaging parents in learners' schoolwork. But top ministry officials are defending this, emphasizing the need for parents to be fully engaged in education.
We are complaining about parents not getting time to be with their children. We are complaining that teachers are not well trained. We are complaining about infrastructure. I have never seen a single person, a single parent complaining that their child is not learning.
Illiteracy is not synonymous with stupidity. An illiterate parent is also able to do something, to listen to their child, to support their child, to show interest.
They must engage their children, whether they like it or not. Who told you are just supposed to produce a child, then you're allowed to go to school?
On teacher preparedness, the Teacher Service Commission says over 228,000 primary school teachers have been trained, with another high-level training for over 60,000 secondary school teachers scheduled for March and April next year.
We are ready to train again this year to complete the cycle for grade 6. We are going to be doing it in November, December, so that once we begin grade 6, we have all the teachers.
We have conceptualized the curricula up to the end of basic education, which is grade 12. As we talk to you now, we have curriculum designs developed up to grade 10.
Meanwhile, the Kenya National Examination Council plans to carry out a national pilot assessment at the end of this month as a way to prepare for the grade 6 summative assessment.
We are going to do a pilot end of this month for grade 6. And at the end of that pilot, we'll be able to issue all schools with the sample papers so that they are prepared and they know what the summative examination at the end of grade 6 is going to look like.
Shadrach Miti, KTN News.
Well, let's take you away.